Hi guys, it's me, Christian, from the church. I hope you guys are having a good day. Um, I just really hope you guys are doing well and listening to your mommies and daddies during this time that these bad germs are keeping us from getting together at the church and having fun and reading our stories and things like that. So today we're going to be reading a story like we do in our normal class out of the Jesus Storybook Bible. And the story is called The Sun Stopped Shining. That's pretty scary. And what the story covers is Jesus' crucifixion. And this story comes from Matthew 27, Mark 15, Luke 23, and John 19. And so the story goes, "So, you're a king, are you?" the Roman soldier said. "Then you'll need to wear a crown and a robe." They gave Jesus a crown made of thorns and put a purple robe on him and pretended to bow down to him. "Your Majesty," they said, mocking him. Then they whipped him and spat in his face. They didn't understand that this was the Prince of Life, the King of heaven and earth who had come to rescue them. The soldiers made him a sign that said, "Our King," and nailed it to a wooden cross. They walked up a hill outside the city. Jesus carried the cross on his back. Jesus had never done anything wrong, but they were going to kill him the way criminals were killed. They nailed Jesus to the cross. "Father, forgive them," Jesus gasped. "They don't understand what they do." "You say you're come to rescue us," people shouted, "but you can't even rescue yourself." But they were wrong. Jesus could have rescued himself. A legion of angels would have flown to his side if he called. "If you really were the Son of God, you could just climb down off that cross," they said. Of course they were right. Jesus could have just climbed down. Actually, he could have just said a word and made it all stop. Like when he healed that little girl and he stilled the storm and fed the 5,000 people. But Jesus stayed. You see, they didn't understand. It wasn't the nails that kept Jesus there. It was love. "Papa," Jesus cried, frantically searching the sky. "Papa, where are you? Don't leave me." And for the first time and the last time, when he spoke, nothing happened. Just a horrible, endless silence. God didn't answer. He turned away from his boy. Tears rolled down Jesus' face, the face of the one who would wipe away every tear from every eye. Even though it was the middle of the day, a dreadful darkness covered the face of the world. The sun could not shine, the earth trembled and quaked. The great mountains shook, rocks split in two, until it seemed that the whole world would break. The creation itself would fall apart. The full force of the storm of God's furious anger at sin was coming down on his own son. Instead of the people, it was the only way God could destroy sin and not destroy his children, whose hearts were filled with sin. Jesus shouted out in a loud voice, "It is finished." And it was. He had done it. Jesus had rescued the whole world. "Father," Jesus cried, "I give you my life." And with a great sigh, he let himself die. Strange clouds and shadows filled the sky, purple, orange, and black like bruises. Jesus' friends gently carried Jesus. They laid Jesus in a new tomb carved out of rock. How could Jesus die? What had gone wrong? What did this mean? They didn't know anything anymore, except they did know their hearts were breaking. "That's the end of Jesus," the leaders said. But just to be sure, they sent strong soldiers to guard the tomb. They hauled a huge rock in front of the door to the tomb so that no one could get in or out. And that's our story for today, Jesus' crucifixion. Next week, we'll continue our story as we push on towards Easter. I really hope that you guys like your activity and have fun. I just want you to know we're praying for you and we all love you guys a lot. Okay, bye-bye.